Imagine a world before the pyramids, before Stonehenge, before writing, cities, or agriculture as we know it. A world dominated by nomadic hunter-gatherers, surviving on what they could hunt or gather, with no permanent homes, no religion as we recognize it, and certainly no grand monuments. Now imagine stumbling upon a place so ancient, so sophisticated, and so impossibly advanced for its time that it forced historians to completely rewrite the narrative of human civilization. That place is Göbekli Tepe. And it's not just the oldest temple on Earth. It's a story that might change everything we thought we knew about our species. Located in the southeastern region of modern-day Turkey, Göbekli Tepe was first discovered in the 1960s, but its significance wasn't realized until a German archaeologist named Klaus Schmidt took a closer look in the 1990s. Beneath what seemed like a simple hill were megalithic structures dating back to around 9600 BCE. That's over 11,000 years ago, 6,000 years older than Stonehenge, and 7,000 years older than the Great Pyramid of Giza. But here's the kicker: the people who built Göbekli Tepe were not supposed to be capable of such construction. According to every textbook, hunter-gatherers weren't advanced enough to organize such complex construction or even live in permanent settlements. Yet here were circular temples, towering T-shaped pillars weighing up to 20 tons, carved with elaborate images of animals, abstract symbols, and possibly even early attempts at written language. This wasn't a fluke. Excavations revealed layer upon layer of structures, each older and more mysterious than the last. Göbekli Tepe wasn't just a one-time project. It had been built, used, rebuilt, and eventually buried on purpose. Yes, it was intentionally buried sometime around 8000 BCE, preserved under layers of earth for millennia until its rediscovery. Why was it buried? Who were these ancient people that defied the limits of their supposed primitive time? And most intriguingly, what were they worshipping? Some archaeologists believe Göbekli Tepe marks the very origin of organized religion. The carvings, lions, scorpions, vultures, and serpents may not have just been decoration. They may have represented deities or spirits, or perhaps told stories from a long-lost mythology. But the site's age places it at a time when writing didn't exist, so we can't read the minds of its builders. All we can do is interpret the silent stones left behind, but some interpretations go far beyond conventional archaeology. Ancient alien theorists point to Göbekli Tepe's technological sophistication and massive stone structures as evidence of extraterrestrial intervention. Could advanced beings have visited Earth and shared knowledge with early humans? Others believe Göbekli Tepe was built by survivors of an earlier, lost civilization, possibly one wiped out by a cataclysm like the Younger Dryas impact event. There's even speculation that Göbekli Tepe's builders were remnants of Atlantis, or that the site was a sort of ancient stargate used for communicating with gods or celestial beings. While mainstream scholars dismiss such claims, the truth is, no one really knows who built it or why. The mystery deepens when we examine the symbolism of the pillars. Some researchers have proposed astronomical alignments, suggesting the temple was used to track stars and celestial events. One set of pillars appears to mirror the position of the constellation Orion, which has appeared in the mythology of many ancient cultures. Coincidence? Or did humanity's fascination with the stars begin far earlier than we imagine? Others believe the carvings record a comet impact or cosmic event, a sort of doomsday warning for future generations. And what about the people themselves? Were they the first priests, astronomers, or shamans? Were they proto-scientists using ritual to understand the world? The tools found near the site, simple flint blades and stone hammers, suggest they were still using Stone Age technology, yet they somehow moved and erected multi-tone monoliths in precise circular formations. They worked together in vast numbers, with some sort of organized social structure. Was religion the force that united them? Did spiritual belief drive humanity to build, to gather, to create civilization itself? As excavation continues, only about 5% of the entire site has been uncovered. That means there could be dozens, even hundreds of structures still buried beneath the hills. Each new discovery adds a new layer of complexity and wonder. Bones found nearby suggest feasting and ritual sacrifices. Decorative motifs hint at a symbolic language we're only beginning to decipher. Carbon dating confirms the mind-boggling age, yet nothing explains how such a feat was possible. It's as if the site existed out of time, a prehistoric anomaly, whispering secrets from a forgotten age. But perhaps the most haunting part of Göbekli Tepe's story isn't its age or its mystery, it's the fact that it was lost. For thousands of years, no one knew it existed, and if not for a lucky glance by a determined archaeologist, it might have stayed hidden forever. How many other ancient sites like this are still buried, waiting to rewrite history? Could we be living in the ruins of an age far more advanced and far more spiritual? In the end, Göbekli Tepe forces us to ask the most fundamental question of all: who were we before we became who we are?